The magician thought long and hard, but by the next day had still not come up with a plan to convince the king he could keep his word. He decided to make his departure, but before leaving, paid a visit to the princess to confess the truth. "Your Royal Highness, I am but a humble magician, trained in the art of illusion and trickery. I am afraid that although I tried to impress the king with my powers, I cannot give you a new voice." The princess was heartbroken and pleaded, "Please help me. I will agree to anything to marry the prince." You see, the princess, who had viewed the likeness of the prince, had fallen deeply in love with him, which was very fortunate, since, as we have seen, she had little say over whether she should marry at all. The princess had no doubt, though, that her happiness would be very short-lived if the prince found out the truth and the marriage had to be cancelled. The magician thought again, and then an idea came to him. "Do any of your sisters have a beautiful voice?" he asked. "Oh, all of my sisters excel in the arts," she affirmed proudly, "but my youngest sister particularly has a fine voice, though few would know it, as she is very shy." He then unveiled his plan. "I will teach your sister the ballad which has been sent by the prince. While she stands behind a screen, you will simply have to pretend to sing at the same time as her. You only have to move your lips so that everyone will think it is you who is really singing." "But even if this works, what will I do if the prince asks me to sing after we are married?" inquired the princess in a very worried tone. The magician, knowing he would be far away by then, assured her not to concern herself with that. The princess went to find her sister to ask for help, but as luck would have it, she was lying in bed with a severe cold. At first, the young princess didn't want any part in the plan, but her sister wasn't going to give up so easily. She reminded her that if the wedding didn't take place, there would be no new dresses made of the finest silk for her and her sisters to wear, and no great banquet with strawberries and cream and lots of chocolate cake. After a remedy had been made up to help her recovery, they both sought out the magician. In spite of her cold, the magician found the voice of the princess's sister most appealing, and taught them both the ballad, instructing the older sister to open her mouth silently. He then informed the king the spell had worked, and they were ready to perform. The king immediately summoned the court before the prince's arrival to hear the result. A silken screen was set up, and the young princess hid behind it. The princess held the music and opened her mouth while her sister sang, and the musicians accompanied. This is the song they all performed. Here is a letter to my princess. Here are the words I want to say. I know a better, nobler princess will never come my way. Here is a letter to the fairest lady that a man could know. There is no man greater blessed than I with hearts aglow. To my love I write this letter with my feelings deep and true, shaped into an arietta specially for you. There were many days I'd spend wishing I could find a bride, but that loneliness will end once you're by my side. To my love I write this letter, with my feelings deep and true, shaped into an arietta, specially for you. The courtiers all applauded enthusiastically, and everyone, including the king, was amazed by what they heard. The king believed the great Isolde had really changed his daughter's voice, and he was very grateful, telling him,
"You truly are the great Isolde. Here is the chalice made of pure gold, which I promised you as a reward."
The magician received it gratefully. The king then asked his daughters to join him in celebrating their sister's newfound voice. When he looked around, though, he could only see 6 of them, and not 7, since the youngest was still hiding behind the screen.
"Where is my youngest daughter?"
he asked. The other sisters, who all knew about the trickery, at first didn't know what to say, until one of them pretended to the king, "Oh, you know, father, our sister is unwell at the moment and resting." The king then remembered his daughter's cold, and they were all very relieved when he believed the explanation.